Things that I've eaten that's weird. Balut. Fertilized chicken or duck egg with the fetus still in. I've eaten snake meat. They put it in with rice and that low-key kind of slap. Let's talk about my sex toy collection that I'm going to start. Best male masturbator, what they call the quick shot, is smaller than the original with only 3.5 to insert your penis. Ooh. So I might not want this because it's too big for my dick. Look at the name of this. Hot Octopus Pulse Solo. But we're going to be calling a guest. What type of doctor are you studying to be?
I mean, I like vascular surgery. I like gastroenterology.
Like Ash. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode. This is episode 97. We're 3 away from 100 episodes. That's crazy to even think about 100 episodes. I don't know what I was going to say there, but it's crazy. It's almost been 100 freaking episodes, guys. 100 weeks of this podcast. I'm really excited to keep this thing going. We'll see how far we take it, what other tours we get into, and things like that. Today's episode is another solo one. As you guys can see, it's just me, your boy. But as I like to say, it's another anime filler episode between my guest arcs. But with that being said, sorry guys, I am cleaning out this podcast machine because it's bothering me. There's like a piece of like, I don't know if that's like gravel, litter, whatever the fuck. Hold up. All right, I think I got it. Sorry, guys. I'm good at blowing. That's what I do. I blew that thing away. That's what she said. But things we're going to do today. We're going to be doing 2 new segments. I'm going to be doing these on solo podcasts. I'm not sure if I will be keeping them. It's just a matter of how successful they are. And if you guys like them, you know, if someone, even one person is like, oh, that segment was awesome, then I'll be like, all right, cool, we're going to do this. One segment's going to be anonymous questions and anonymous advice. I downloaded the NGL app and I posted this on my Instagram. So if you guys ever want to be a part of these segments, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. That's LOONKDO, LoonKDO, or LoonKDO, or LOONKDO on Instagram. And yeah, you guys make sure you guys are posted on my stories because I usually post these. And I pretty much got a collection of questions on the NGL app. I'll be answering a few of them, whether they're questions or things that you guys need like advice wise. And it's all anonymous, so none of you guys will be mentioned. Unless you guys want to be, just put your name in there. I don't give a fuck. And another segment's going to be a random phone call. So a call with a follower. So essentially how I do that is I posted a poll. Anyone who wanted to, who could get a call tonight. And I was kind of vague because I posted at like 6 p.m. It's 11 p.m. on a Monday. So I think it was 13 or 15. I know it was an odd number of you guys that said yes. And then I put all you guys in a spinning wheel generator. And the first person couldn't do it tonight because it got way too late. The second person didn't respond. So we're going with the third person. So we'll be giving them a call at the end of this podcast. This is going to be a short podcast. But yeah, we're just going to be talking about whatever. Depending on the guest, really, or the person I call. The follower is more of the right term. I guess you guys are guests too. But aside from that, real quick, before we do get into these segments, I do want to talk about some things that I wrote down in my notes as I went to get grocery shopping. I realized that I've eaten a lot of weird food in my day. We're going to be talking about that. We are also going to be talking about sex toy collection or starting my sex toy collection. We're going to be doing that together. I'll explain more later. I'm also going to be telling you guys a Tinder date story that I've had, or a few of the ones that I've had in the past few months, and or anything that's notable, and also talk about the Netflix little password sharing crackdown thing that they got going on. But first things first, let's screen record so you guys can see what's going on in my screen. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. All right, now you guys can see what's going on my phone here. Fun fact of the day. I wanted to do this because, you know, start off strong. Why does water bubble when it boils? The solubility of gases decrease when the temperature is raised, just like a penis. And that's why the dissolved air bubbles out from the water, or that's why the dissolved air bubbles out from the water. Then, as the boiling point of water is reached, 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit, water vapor starts to form inside the liquid, a form of bubbles. I don't even know what I just read. I don't know if I'm dyslexic or just stupid or just don't care that much about science, but half of that just kind of went out the other ear. But there's your random fact of the day. All right, things that I've eaten that's weird. You guys are seeing on the screen right now. If you guys don't know what this is, we actually ate this on one of the podcasts with Tan Nguyen, which was awesome to do. But this is balut. Every time I talked like to someone on like, oh, what's the weirdest food you've eaten? This is probably this isn't the weirdest food I think I've eaten because it actually tastes really good. But I feel like most Americans would think that's freaky. Granted, if you look at some of these pictures, they're really scary. Like this one right here is, I would never eat this. This is a fully deformed. Is this a duck one or a chicken one? But essentially, it's a duck or fertilized chicken or duck egg with a fetus of the ducks or egg. I said duck or egg, duck or chicken with the fetus still in. This one is disgusting though. This one is a little too far in. This is more of what I've eaten. It's like a really light embryo. That's gross. These are the ones I've eaten. It's not fully formed. Oh God, Jesus Christ, what is that? That looks terrifying. Let's see what else is there. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, that's one thing I've eaten. It actually tastes not as bad as you would think. You crack the egg open, and there's some soup inside. You put some salt and pepper, but you only want to crack just a little bit, right? Put some salt and pepper on that bitch. Drink the soup thing, liquidy thing, and then you eat the embryo, the yellow part, which is like kind of the yolk. And then, yeah, the white part you can eat, but it's really chewy. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'll eat it every now and then. But yeah, other weird things I've eaten in my life. I've eaten snake meat. I ate this in Vietnam when I was 10. Let's look through these. That was a weird noise my stomach just made. God, look at that. Yeah, I can't believe I ate that out of 10. I did not eat it fried like this, though. I kind of wish I did. I ate it more like, I don't know if it was, I think steamed or grilled is the right term. Oh my God, that is insane to eat it like that. But yeah, they pre-cut my snake already, and they put it in with rice, and that shit low-key kind of slapped. I ain't gonna lie. Also, I put this in here for a reason. A lot of people think snails is weird. If you think snails are weird, you're probably uncultured, because it's like the most basic weird food you could possibly eat. Snails or escargot is like, it's all right. It's also overrated unless you're eating it Vietnamese style. Not to be biased, but like French style, just with like the pesto type of sauce, it's all right. It's not the special. Oh, you know what? I've eaten ant butt before. Ant butt food. Yeah, I've eaten this shit before. My old Mexican friend in elementary school, he was my best friend. His name was Eduardo. He fed me this shit as a joke, and I didn't know what it was because it was in a bag. I just thought it was like pepper, and it's fucking ant butt, and it's like an actual thing. Yeah. This shit was gross, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit was ass, bro. Oh, I can't believe people eat this. You know what's something weird that a lot of people have eaten that I haven't eaten? Crickets. It's nuts. Sorry. If you guys saw a cut, I had to check on my cat Cloud, because Cloud usually never meows. So I heard him meow, and I was like, wait, what's going on here? But I've eaten a lot of weird things in my life, but there's a couple of things that I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried bull testicles. I would do it. Absolutely. Not the first time I've eaten testicles, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. And then crickets. I've never eaten crickets before. One thing that I don't think I could ever touch is any form or cousin of a roach. That's disgusting to me. I couldn't do it. Never could. Unless there was a lot of money on the table. How much money? I could eat alive is even more, but a cooked or dead roach I could eat for, let's be realistic here, 10K. I might even do it for 5K. We'll see. It depends on the moment. How hyped up? Am I drunk too? Alive, that's fucking at least 5 figures, 10 to 20, maybe even more, dude. That's disgusting. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Oh yeah, let's talk about my sex toy collection that I'm gonna start. I have a GQ article pulled up. I'm just gonna put this in the first little part right here. That's a funny ass picture. We're going to run on this GQ article because the article is the 75 best sex toys for absolutely everyone, right? We're going to go through that. But to preference why we're doing this, I was at someone's house the other day. This is like a week or two ago, and they had a fucking sex toy drawer. And I had never really seen that in person. I was like, this is interesting because I'm not going to lie. Your boy likes getting freaky. I've had interesting sex in my life, like, to say the least, like, as in sex with like with newer or weirder kinks before, but I've also like I've experimented with toys, but seeing this person's sex drawer made me realize how much more possibilities there could be when it comes to sex. And I don't know, sex to me is kind of like it's an adventure. It's an adventure waiting, especially for those who are in a relationship, and let alone like, or if you're just comfortable with your hookup or your talking to partner, whatever, your friends with benefits. But I realized that I don't really have much of a collection besides like blindfold. But to be honest, I just use like a bandana. And then also I use like a I use a fucking bodybuilding wrist wrap as as like handcuffs or hand wraps, right? Which is funny. But other than that, I don't really have any at the crib. And I'm like, yo, I want to start a fucking collection, you know? Because this person had fucking like something to tie the cuffs so that the legs stay out. Like that was fucking nuts to me. A bunch of different forms of spanking tools, like a paddle, fucking like a light paddle or whatever it was. I don't know. A flail, whatever the fuck they're called. But yeah, I just realized how much more I could be missing out on in this world. And yo boy loves experimenting with everything and anything except, sadly, not men. I just, as much gay jokes as I make, I can't dabble into that. But other than that, I mean, I'm open to everything but pegging. Just can't do pegging. But let's see what GQ has here for best sex toys, because I already thought about it. I'm definitely gonna get a sex swing for the door. I really want to experiment with that at some point. All right, best sex toys for men. Okay, perfect. This is perfect because I like to think I'm a man. Best male masturbator. Dude, look at this fucking fleshlight. It's called a Quick Shot. It's gonna make you come real fast, apparently. Quick Shot. Sounds like a fucking Marvel hero. Yo, is that Quick Shot over there? All right. Whoa, hold up. While you're likely aware of the infamous flashlight, it's only $35. Interesting. What they call the Quick Shot is smaller than the original with only 3.5 to insert your penis. Ooh, so it won't cover the full shaft, which isn't necessarily you want to cover. Huh. So I might not want this because it's too big for my dick. My dick is 1 inch, dude. Come on. I might need a Quick Shot XX small, extra small, you know? All right, let's see what else they got. I don't think I would ever get a fleshlight, to be honest. Well, I might. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever down bad to just not use my hands. But I was thinking more of stuff that I can use with like in the act of sex. All right, best vibrating masturbator. Look at the name of this. Hot Octopus Pulse Solo. What a fuck, dude. That's like a fucking Game of Thrones saga right there. This is the Song of Ice and Fire. This book is called The Hot Octopus Pulse Solo. $99. The last one was what, 35? Okay, so this one's 99. This incredible rumbly vibrator is designed to wrap around the shaft and stimulate your sensitive frenulum. Interesting new word. Whether you're stroking it up and down or holding it in your sweet spot. Okay, so I would get this over the other one, but this one was cheaper, the Fleshlight Quick Shot. But the Hot Octopus Pulse Solo 35, it seems like it does more. It's still not up my alley. Booty beads. You know what's funny? I actually have some anal beads. Never used them. Never, ever, ever. But I got it for Christmas for Dirty Santa. My nail salon, which is fucking hilarious. These anal beads hold your shape better than a standard set. Why? Oh, because there's like different like shapes maybe, and I don't fucking know. I've never used anal beads. I don't know. It's just that the whole ass play shit is the only thing where I'm like still a little hesitant. I might try like a little butt plug, but we'll see about that. Tenga egg. Okay, whoa. Okay, affordable masturbation toy. $7. The fuck? This is some budget ass shit right here, boy. In this Tenga egg masturbator. So it's an egg that you can masturbate. Wow. This is literally a vibrating egg. Huh, interesting. Okay. That's sex toys for women. Well, we might as well just continue on with this. Magic wand. So I have used, LOL. I've used vibrators in sex for my partners. Usually to a success. This was $150. This must be a nice ass magic wand. Jesus Christ. Oh, if you watched porn, apparently this isn't it. Okay, cool. We Vibe Tango X bullet vibrator. Bullets are convenient, dude. I've seen girls whip that out of their like small ass purses like casually. It's so easy for them. Just vibrator. The best oral sex stimulator womanizer premium. Yo, I see. Okay, so the person that I was talking about with the sex drawer, that person had a fucking like oral sex simulator, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? And like essentially it's like a little like ring thing that like acts as if it's someone's tongue or mouth giving you oral, which is nuts. Like being a guy, I couldn't even fathom that there was such a device. G-spot vibrator. I think I have seen something like this before. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to press into that. Was not about to buy this. Dual stimulation vibrator. I have seen something like this. Nova 2. One of my exes experimented with that. What is this? Best solid G-spot toy. Enjoy Pure Wand. How do you use this? Wait, it's a stainless steel toy. This seems cold, dude. Whoa, that seems cold. I don't know how. Okay. Best sex toys for couples. Oh, I've seen these. We Vibe Sync, the best hands-free vibrator. Okay, so these are like the girl can like put in their vagina or whatever, and then like the guy or the girl, but or anyone, doesn't matter, can control it, which is nuts. That one's fun. That one's fun to me. Oh, there's a cheaper version? Oh no, this is a low profile. So this is like what? Just wow. Okay, interesting. So it's a sucking toy too. Interesting. Okay. Okay, cock ring. This is something I actually have looked into with the sex swing. I kind of want to try cock wing. Don't know if it'll be to a success. I might have to follow up with that. I just heard they're fun for both parties, you know. Tenga SVR. This is an expensive one though, $90. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. Your boy ain't gonna ball out like that. I ain't made of money. Dude, hear this out. Best couples vibrator. Hot Octopus Pulse 3 Duo. All right, last one I'm gonna talk about. I am gonna do more research at some point, and then maybe one episode I'll give you guys like a sex toy review. No, I'm just not. But like a tour. Taintus Beginner Strap-On Kit. What the fuck? That's for pegging. Okay, well, enough of that. We're gonna talk about some more things in a second, and I'll screen record again. But we're gonna take a break. I gotta poop, and then right after that, we're gonna I don't know why I just ate a lot, but we're gonna call our special guest. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry, I had to take a dump. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But let's do this segment before we continue on talking, because it is getting late, and I don't want this person to be going to sleep. But we're gonna be calling a guest. I don't know if they want to be named, so let's just call them first. It's a good thing we're not screen recording either, because then you guys can't dox them. All right. You guys can hear that. Should I do a radio voice? Hello, welcome to. Hello. You're listening to 105 in Jams. Or 102. Jeez. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's going on?
Did you want to be named or no? Stay anonymous.
I don't care.
All right, we got Dr. West, aka Aaron West. You were the third person that got picked on my wheel. First person could have fucking couldn't do it. The second person just didn't respond. I guess because it's so late.
Hey, so bronze medal.
Now exactly. You know what? So you messaged me earlier like, oh, what are we gonna talk about? I was like, dude, I don't even know. But you know what I do want to talk about?
What's that?
You're pretty versed in the world of anime. Would you say?
I would say decently. I mean, you're gonna have some, weebs in the comments saying I don't know anything, but it is what it is.
What animes? What like major animes have you not seen yet? Before I ask this?
I don't know. I mean, I at least like poke around it.
All right. Well, let's
kind of big, but
let's do this. Let's do a over overrated, underrated. Okay.
All right.
You
Yeah,
just
we're
tell me
gonna
if
make
it's.
some people mad, but
I know
it's
this
okay.
is what we're here for.
Okay.
Just say if it's overrated or underrated. Okay. We're gonna go with the first One Piece.
That one's tough. I will say.
You're gonna try to
Because
save face.
no, I mean I actually like One Piece, so I actually didn't start watching it until probably like maybe 2 years ago,
Okay.
and I like got like mostly caught up. Like the actual story is great. Like I understand all the hype, but the problem that I have is really, I mean, all the fans are gonna have the same problem too. It's just like the pacing. I mean, the episode recaps until like 8 minutes in, and then like it hangs around on stuff. Like you get
So are you
basically
saying
like five
overrated?
minutes of
You got to
episode.
pick one.
Yeah, I mean, I would lean overrated. Like, I understand everything and I enjoy it, but
All
I
right.
think with the way people freak out, I'd say overrated.
Valid. Demon Slayer.
Um, I would have really said overrated until recently. Like, I've really enjoyed this
Okay.
season, so
Really,
I'd
I actually
say.
didn't like the season as much.
Did you watch the
Yeah, I
last
finished
episode
it.
though?
The last episode
Okay.
was redeeming, but for the
Hmm.
overall arc of the season, I think the villains were just like a little lackluster compared to the last
Yeah,
one,
I'd
dude. The last one was
still.
nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I would still probably lean overrated, but I do enjoy it.
All right, Jujutsu
So
Kaisen.
Oh, I cannot give that one an
Okay.
overrated. I love that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Jujutsu
underrated.
Kaisen. Yeah, I'd go underrated for that.
Attack on
And
Titan.
yeah, um, another one that I enjoy, but I would say overrated. I think
Okay.
people just like go crazy for it
People
and say
do
it's the
go
best of all
crazy.
time.
My
Yeah,
Hero.
that one I would say overrated as well.
I would as well. What about Doctor Stone? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one yet.
I don't like really hear too much hype about it. So I would
It's
definitely go
underrated.
underrated. I think it's a little bit of a sleeper, but it's definitely weird and niche, but I really like it.
Black Clover.
I think that one is overhated. So like,
yeah, I
like
agree.
yeah,
Have you seen
I like
Chainsaw?
Black Clover a lot. Yeah, I love Chainsaw Man.
Okay, so you would say that's under? I think that one's underrated, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like probably pretty appropriately, but if I had to go one, I'd probably say under, I guess.
All right, Aaron. Well, what's the weirdest thing you've seen doing your doctor's shit? Because you're in med school now. You're your first year, right?
Right. Yeah.
What's
So
the
I mean,
most
nothing.
annoying or weird thing you've seen or have to deal with? Wait, what type of doctor
Right.
are you studying to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's still early, so I'm trying to keep everything open. I mean, I like vascular surgery. I like gastroenterology.
Wait, gastro
oh,
like ass shit?
yeah. Before
Whoa.
I went to med school, I was a medical assistant in GI for over 2 years. So I didn't think I would end up liking it a lot, but I just really liked my doctors that I was working
Oh,
for too. So I guess that made a difference.
I thought you were really gonna. Yeah, I thought you were about to say something else, bro. I thought you were gonna say I just really like butts and asses. I was like, dude, valid, man. I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you there for sure.
Dude, that's not what's doing vascular or GI. I mean, you got to experience some weird shit now, or like you have like or prepping to be experiencing some weird because that's a lot of vein work. Like, what if fucking something bust, bro, and not just my dick?
Yeah, I mean, that's a given, right? But
Right.
yeah, but I mean, I know a vascular surgeon, so I've like been in the OR with him and everything before, and I don't know, they're like pretty level headed. Like,
Okay.
you know, an artery may shoot some blood out, and like, I mean, I got blood all over my scrubs, and they're just like all calm in the face of all of it.
But it's like
And it's
normal
like, oh,
for
okay,
you.
here's the leak, and like, you know, they sew it up.
Whoa.
It's good. So,
And are these
yeah,
people
so it's
like?
pretty metal.
Are they like? Are they like? Are they drugged up and stuff or?
The patients, yeah.
Yeah,
In
they
all the
have to
cases,
be.
well, yeah.
I'd be
Yeah, they have
terrified.
some procedures that they do that you're just like, you know, basically like semi-sedated, so you're like awake, but like they may like fall asleep.
That's terrifying.
But yeah, and that's like what they call the cath lab. So they are like just fishing in guide wires and arteries, so you're not like open and they're using like imaging to kind of see where to go. So that's pretty cool.
Dude, that shit is so scary. I don't know how the fuck you're handling this, bro. Are you like, you got to be a little psychotic in you? Because I'm thinking in my head,
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
have to be. No sane person goes into medicine.
I'm scared of
like,
looking at like scenes of movies of women giving birth. Like that's even more scary than what you do. Like to me, I don't know how those doctors do it.
yeah, no, that's pretty brutal. And when you hear about like the tears that can happen, like I don't even have those parts, and it freaks me out about like a tear all the way from the front to the back, basically, while giving birth. So
let's talk about
pretty
this.
gnarly.
Let's talk about going out this weekend together. And and I'm not gonna say names, but Aaron had a shorty that was like, "Yo, who's that? He fine as fuck." I was like, "Oh shit, Aaron!" She must have sensed the doctor paycheck coming your way, and all the student loans.
Yeah, the massive debt right now. I'm not gonna have money for like 10 years, but
is it how bad is the actual debt? Like, you don't have to give me like full monetary, but like what range are you looking when you get out of school?
It depends on the person. Some people get lucky. Some people have, grants that come into effect or scholarships. But I mean, you're looking at, just the cost of living and everything. I'm at one of the cheaper schools, and I'm still going to be a couple $100,000 to like $300,000 in debt.
300, yeah. Dude, that's like. I mean, if you like completely use all your income in the future for the first 1 to 3 years of your career. And that's like using all of it, which is impossible because you got to live, you got to fucking everything else. So that's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, if I do vascular surgery and I get into like a nice private practice or something, that won't matter. Like, but of course, money isn't like the sole driver. But like, no matter what, I'll be okay. Like,
yeah,
nobody like really worries about their debt, and like if I had to pay it off for like
this is a random question.
It doesn't matter.
This is a random question. Let's say you get really successful. You have your own practice or whatever, right? Do you think you'll ever hire a personal assistant to like do your daily like duties of like when you have a kid and things like? Because I know someone who works for a doctor as a personal assistant, and they get like the doctor makes like 350K, but they pay the personal assistant only 40K.
That's not a bad deal to like not have to worry about anything but your doctor stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'm like fairly independent, and
so you do
I cook for myself. I do everything.
Okay,
so, like,
look at him trying to gas himself up for all the ladies. Dr. West is single. Wait, you're single, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking to people, but it's
aren't we
nothing locked in.
Aren't we all? Shout out Guevara.
Right. Taught us well, right?
Right. Last thing, and I'll let you go. I know it's pretty late. This is a topic I was going to talk about anyways. Do you have a Netflix account, right?
Yeah, thinking about canceling it with the password sharing issues.
But, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. So you know about that whole shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it fucking nuts, dude? I was about to talk on the podcast, but like I was hanging out with with someone, and we were pulling up her Netflix, and it said, "Oh, the Netflix account is like not under the same household or some shit." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I didn't realize
like check in on the Wi-Fi, like
they know your IP address, which is normal because it's based on your Wi-Fi, and like based on your IP address, whatever Wi-Fi connected is what you can use Netflix, unless you pay extra, which is nuts to me.
Yeah, I mean, everything's getting kind of expensive anyway. Like, there's totally legal alternatives to seeing all these things, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But here's also another thing. Netflix's stocks have actually been up since, which is surprising to me because I would assume that a move like this would be down. And I guess like businesses like the idea, but like long term, all the streaming services are probably gonna do the same thing if they see that this is successful.
Right. So, I mean, definitely a point now to, if you've got any kind of rebellion in you to just be like, nope, not doing it.
Just go on Reddit.
Find something else, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get that licensing for all this stuff's expensive, yada, yada. But, I mean, all these streaming services are getting expensive. Like when you got people wanting to go back to cable, like
Oh,
you're
fuck
really
that.
you're right.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in today. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you when next holiday or something.
I'll probably be in and out this summer.
All right,
So
brother.
yeah, still yeah, I'll catch you.
All right, man. Take care. Peace.
All right, see ya.
All right, I had to call him before it got too late. Speaking of segments, so I'm glad we talked about the Netflix thing. One last thing let's do on this podcast, and it's gonna be the other segment. We're gonna be doing the anonymous question thing, and then we'll close out the podcast. It's about a 30-minute pod. I think that's solid. Let's see. Let me go on this NGL app. All right, first question. Any celebrity crushes? I feel like these questions are gonna be so fucking basic. I actually did look at some of them, and they're like such interesting basic questions. Or not interesting, basic questions. I want you guys to hit me with something fucking wild next time. But any celebrity crushes? All right, we talking guys or girls? Because if I had to be gay, Zayn Malik, 100% easy. Now girls, fuck. I feel like it's changed throughout my life. Like I grew up, Ashley Tisdale was probably one of the first, and then it was what was it? Bailey from Sweet Life. I don't remember her name. What's her name? Bailey Sweet Life. Zach and Cody. Bailey Pickett or Naomi. Wait, is that her actual name? Actor. Debbie Ryan. Fucking stupid. Debbie Ryan. So then it was Debbie Ryan, then it was Selena Gomez. A couple of Disney people right now, honestly. Let me think right now. I guess Margot Robbie, but she's starting to get a little bit like too oldish for me, like not really in my range. I don't really have much of a celebrity myself. Nah, I'm not a celebrity, but yeah, I really don't have a concrete one. What time did I go to bed last night? Jesus Christ, last night it was surprisingly one of the earlier nights for me, and it was still like 1 or 2 p.m. or 1 or 2 a.m. Could you imagine if I slept at p.m.? 1 or 2 a.m. and usually I sleep at like 3 or 4 a.m., which is nuts. But I've been trying to get better. I'm trying to get my average from like the 3 a.m. to probably midnight. If I could sleep at midnight, I'd be really happy. But your boy had insomnia problems, so I'm doing my best. What's the last thing I ate? Dude, I ate so much. I ate because I fast during the day. So I had like, just like a few hours ago, I had 3 chicken thighs, a bag of broccoli, fucking, 2 eggs with egg white, a little bit of like a couple chips. It was like a protein chips that I've been buying. That are actually good. Like it's surprising because usually protein chips taste like ass. God, what else did I have? Some cherries, grapes, and 2 kiwis. I like to imitate 2 balls, hairy balls, So I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm probably gonna have a Yasso after this. If you guys don't know what Yassos are, them shits are gas. They're like ice cream bars. So fucking good. Do you have trust issues? Okay, first interesting ass question. All right, do I have trust issues? I feel like this is such a what is it called? It's one of those questions that if you ask anybody, most people are gonna say yes. But because something happened in their life or a relationship that they've been through, blah, 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 blah. I think I have a normal amount of trust issues. I would say I'm less than the average person because I'm more trusting than most. To me, I trust everyone until I have a reason not to trust them. But once I don't trust them, it's really hard to gain that trust back, if that makes sense. Like I really give people chances for like a couple runs, and then if they fail me like 2-3 times, then I'm like, all right, they're not gonna be homies of mine or in my inner circle and stuff like that. So do I have trust issues? No, not really, unless you've really done some shit to give me trust issues. There's been a few times in my life, like I'm sure you guys have had whether you're a guy or girl, had relationships where relationships or partners or people that you've talked to, significant others, that they did something, whether they've cheated or have done something like untrusting. Because I've had an experience where a girl like 100 million% lied to me. Like, it was so obvious to my face too. It was like, actually, like, we went on a trip together, and like on a walk, she was like, yeah, I just want to let you know, like, I love you and stuff, right? Like, drop that. Like, we weren't even seriously dating. We had just been talking for like 3 or 4 months, and we were on in a different city, and she said all that, right? The very next day, I'm in her house, and she has a manifestation board where she writes things, and she writes that she wants to get back with her ex. And bro, I'm looking at this while she's talking to her roommate, and I'm just like, bro, like, come on. See, certain situations like that makes me not trust certain people, but I think that there needs to be situations like that, because you need to have every human being should have a reasonable level of trust issues. It shouldn't be over hyped, like over, like if you've been cheated on multiple times, I'm sure that you do have like extreme, but that's bad for your life, because then for the rest of life, you're not going to open up to anyone. And then the other way around, if you trust every single human being ever without ever being checked, that one person is going to check you, and it could be the one that wrecks you, you know? So you want to have a healthy amount of trust issue. I think I have a pretty healthy, except for I do trust people a little bit more easy than others. Great question though. Thank you, whoever sent that in. All right, last question I'm going to answer, because the podcast is getting a little long for me to edit in one night. But personality or looks? Okay, slightly interesting question right there. I think this is an age-old question that it needs to be debacled right now. I don't think it ever is straight 50-50, but I think it just depends on what the scenario is. So, like, am I drunk at a bar trying to hook up? Obviously, looks is more important. Am I trying to look for a relationship? Obviously, personality is more important. However, I think looks is all for a guy, and this could be different from some guys, but I'm going to say for the majority of guys, looks is more important when it comes to the initial attraction. And then for the guy to still be interested, then that's when personality is way more important. So what that means is the looks gets you in the door, it gets you the job interview, and it gets you the meeting, the interview, and so forth. But personality is what gets you the job, and what gives you the job long term is the better term. So looks gets you the interview and possibly even the job, but personality is what makes you stay and not get fired. So that's my analogy. And as I've gotten older too, because I'm 25 now, and I remember I've been dating since I was like 17, 16. So almost a decade of dating, and I've realized that, like, literally as I've gotten older, and I'm not even joking, guys, like, personality is really becoming more of a factor. Like, actually, now that I think about it, both are becoming more of a factor. And what do I mean by that? So my looks, standards for looks has risen a lot more. Because your boy back in the day used to not give a fuck about too much, because I didn't look that great myself, or at least I didn't view myself as looking that great. Perception is everything. But then, but also my personality standards are much, much higher too. I used to be able to put up with girls that are like looked really good, but were bitches, you know? And now, it's much more important that someone's a nice person. That is great. Also, I have also learned to give up on girls that don't give you effort much faster. And I've also learned it doesn't matter how good they look. If they aren't giving me the same energy that I need and want, whether it's in a hookup, a long-term thing, or whatever, I need a reciprocated energy, whatever that is. And if they're not giving me that, I'm more quick to, give up, which back then I used to not be. I used to be a simple little bitch that would kiss their toes and like triple message them, But yeah, I think as we all get older, and this is for all my single folks, if you're taken, then you do you. But as we get older as single folks, we should always strive to raise our bars with an exception of making sure it's in a realistic range. But what do I mean by that? Don't fucking like think that you're only worthy of like Zayn Malik, you know, because then you're just gonna close off to everybody. But yeah, man, that's it for the segment. Those ended on those quotes. A few quick, I can't fucking talk. A few good questions. I actually really liked that. That was fun. I think I'm gonna do those segments again. Definitely the anonymous, and I think I'm gonna try the phone call again too, with hopefully like someone that I don't even know. Because obviously I know Aaron, so that was fun always as always. But yeah, fun podcast. Good little solo filler episode. I hope you guys enjoy this. Next week's podcast will be with Griffin Glover. It's gonna be his third episode with me. We're gonna just be shooting the shit, talking about things and catching up. I haven't seen him in a bit. And then I'm hoping to do a couples episode with my cousin and her boyfriend. And yeah, hopefully I've been wanting to get this MMA fighter in Charlotte, and I've been trying to lock him down. And yeah, there's a couple other guests on my list that I want to hit, but I haven't been able to really tap into it because I've been so busy. I also have like a couple trips coming up. I am going to Miami, Las Vegas, I think Orlando, and then Vietnam next year. So hype for all of those. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday. I hope this comes up Tuesday, which is tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching or listening wherever you guys are going for. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you guys want to be a part of these segments. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.